Normally, I don't like talking about videos that I plan on doing in the future, but I want to talk about a story that I will be covering very in depth in the not too distant future, probably later on in the summer or the fall. This is a story that takes place in Illinois. It's a story that I've been wanting to do for quite some time, and I wasn't going to do it, but now, well, I think it's a perfect time to cover that story. It involves a man and his obsession, his murderous obsession over Marlboro Miles. Yeah. Some of you young, wet behind the ear whippersnappers out there probably don't know what a Marlboro Mile is. Like, what is Marlboro Miles? So back in the 90s, Marlboro, to get people to continue smoking themselves into an early grave, they would put these little coupons on the bottom of packs of cigarettes. And what you would do is you would keep smoking and smoking and smoking, further ruining your health and your life, your teeth, your skin, your hair, how you look, just aging yourself into oblivion. And you would keep smoking these things, right? And then you would get the Marlboro Mile and you would cut it out and you would save them like the loser that you are. And then if you get enough of these little coupons after smoking tons of cigarettes, you could trade them in to Marlboro, right? You would send in your miles and you can get really, really cool stuff like a Marlboro jacket. Well, that was a lot of miles. So you had to be a big time smoking loser to be able to get a Marlboro jacket. Or you would get other things, Marlboro cooler or a Marlboro hat or a Marlboro t-shirt or whatever. The stupidest fucking thing that you could ever think of. I cannot believe how many fucking losers would do this, right? And I remember when I was a little kid, my friend, we were about 12 years old, this idiot would looking all over for the Marlboro Miles because his dad was a cab driver and his dad would smoke like a chimney, so he would give his son his little coupons and then he would collect them. And I remember my friend finally getting the jacket and him being like, "Oh, I got the Marlboro jacket." I'm like, "Yeah, you're really awesome. It's too bad that your dad has to suffer the health consequences of these Marlboro Miles." So anyways, so I'm going to do a story about a man who was so obsessed with Marlboro Miles. This guy would dig through the trash can to get these Marlboro Miles. Well, anyway, so this guy, he ends up getting involved in some crime or another. I'm not really sure. I'm actually going to be writing him a letter and trying to contact him because he's currently doing life in a prison in Illinois. This guy ends up killing his childhood friend. Now, it would be funny. I mean, it's not funny because it was a murder. It'd be funny if I called the video, he killed his friend over Marlboro Miles, which it would be totally clickbait because that's not why he killed him. But the thing is, nobody really knows why he killed him. It could have been possibly they were in on a robbery together and he wanted to, kill him so he can just take all of the money. Whatever the case might be, this guy, he ends up killing this dude and, shoots him 7 times in the back of the head. Like, he shoots him, I think, 10 times altogether, 7 times in the back, 3 times in the head, 10 times. Like, how much do you hate somebody? I mean, it's one thing to shoot somebody 2 times, 3 times, but 10 times in the back? Like, what kind of scumbag is that, right? So he does that, and he leaves his girlfriend a destitute, rotten mess of a woman, right? Just totally psychologically scarred her for life. This woman would never be able to bounce back from her boyfriend, who she was in a long-term relationship with. She would never be able to bounce back mentally. I mean, she is a complete fucking mess nowadays. I mean, just really, really terrible. Sad times for this person. You're trying to build a life with a man, right? And you love him, the sex is great and all this and that. Next thing you know, you're sleeping in your bed and you have police coming to your door, banging it down, breaking it down, asking you what do you know, threatening you with possible arrest, thinking that you might be in on this crime, this murder. And you're like, what the hell happened? I mean, totally warped her psyche, destroyed her physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. This woman, who was the girlfriend of the Marlboro Miles killer, she's never bouncing back from that. She is just a small shell of what she used to be. It's a very sad story. So look for that story on my channel. We're gonna do a very deep dive. Names, locations, addresses, places of work, stuff like that. Yeah, it's gonna be a very in-depth video. There might even be an interview in it. So stay tuned for that video. It'll be out eventually. I'll see you later, guys. Peace out.